This tablet right here is better than a PS4. If you don't believe me, let me just show you. Despite being a smaller device, the tablet actually gets more consistent FPS than the PS4 does. I'd actually say the tablet is getting a pretty consistent 60 FPS while the PS4 is constantly dropping on 45. One thing that they do have in common is, in creative, they're both getting consistent FPS. Literally 60 on the dot, which is a good thing considering you can play with your friends and all that stuff. And they're both able to play Fortnite, which is obviously the main game we're gonna test today, as it makes it a lot easier to compare performances. You can obviously use a controller on the tablet as well if you want to. The only difference would be the input delay, which I think would be better on the PS4. However, this all depends on the tablet screen. Now, when talking about the FPS in-game, you can actually see that the PS4 drops to 30 FPS, which is a bit unfortunate. This happens because the epic graphics that the PS4 has to withhold. Now, when compared to a tablet, we're actually playing on low settings, which makes the FPS obviously a bit better. However, the tablet has its disadvantages as well. For example, I think the stuttering is a lot worse on the tablet. This is because obviously it's a smaller device and it might overheat. So although it can maintain a higher frame rate, the tablet actually stutters way worse in my opinion. Now, obvious way to fix this problem would be a tablet cooler, but in all honesty, I don't really think it can help that much. You'd mostly notice this problem in an intense situation, for example a build fight, which is why I wouldn't recommend this tablet for this exact reason. Now quickly, this video is being sponsored by Nanoleafs. I want to show you guys these amazing lights. They are the Nanoleaf mini triangles. They are controlled via the Nanoleaf app, which lets you choose the lighting and the modes and everything else. They are actually touchscreen. You can sync them with music. You can choose presets for them, and my favorite one is the Nova Lights one. You can tell that it gives a nice vibe to the whole setup. Like half of the time I don't even open my other lights because they literally lit up my whole room. I would definitely recommend you guys get them, and the link should be at the top of my description. Now, I did make this comparison just for the fun of it, but in all honesty, instead of getting a tablet or a PS4, you should definitely invest in a PC or in a next-gen console, because I say this all the time, they are much better and they literally go for similar prices. Right now, I'm actually constantly dropping to 40 FPS, which is the reason to definitely invest in a PC. This guy's still lost. That's actually insane. Now, whether you want to get a PS4 or a tablet, I definitely recommend doing your research beforehand. They are actually around the same price, I believe, and you literally see right there stuttering. Anyways, at the end of the day, it depends on the personal preference, so which one you prefer more. Because most of the time you don't actually think of a tablet as a gaming device, but this one right here can actually compete with a PS4, which is actually crazy to me. I'd say the PS4 gets a bonus point because of the epic graphics. However, there are some disadvantages to this, as I literally couldn't see this guy, and yeah, this is how I died. Now definitely make sure to let me know which one you like more. For me, I'm actually going to use a tablet more as I'm kind of traveling right now. If you actually enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps. And if you want to get notified each time I post, then make sure to turn on notice. As always, I'll see you guys next time.